Hello, my fellow Yeets. I bring to you I Wanna Die Part 2, kinda. So yeah, as you can tell by the title of this vid, my first and last crush. So honestly, before even recording this, I wasn't even sure if I wanted to do the video or not. I was just like pondering the kitchen, and I was like talking to my little sister. I was like, yo man, I don't know if I should just put this video out or not. And now I feel bad just thinking, going back and forth, because I need to be doing something productive and I'm not. Here, Rachel, let's do something productive. Come over here. Alright, I guess. Okay, so I once again had a malfunction in my Kokoro, and this time it was over a friend. You guys remember Joe, right? Wow, you're a really good drawer. Thank you. That was just one of those school crushes you get. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh, Elizabeth, Brittany, Hannah Montana. I don't know about you guys, but oh my gosh, she's like so perfect, so cute. But this crushy wushy was so much more worse than Joe. Ugh. Honestly, for me though, the way I see myself having romantical feels, like in general, it really just be a meme because I don't see myself in that kind of way at all with the nunny. But that doesn't mean to be like me, of course. I just want to put out there that you should never ever feel that you're not worth it. Even though I'm behind the screen, I'm looking at you. I see you. As of right now, we are both making eye-to-eye contact because you is worth it. Okay? KYS. More like AYS. That's right. Alive yourself. You know what? Let me just sound a little upbeat about this.
Ha ha ha! Cheer up a smile, my youngly Vera Tomadachis, for it is I, Motionwarrior, being your supportive companion so that way you gain importance and feel the power within your ability to feel kawaii about yourself. Ooh-woo!
You know, I would have gotten angry at myself, but I had to cut me some slack because this crush was an accident! Like I had no control. It just like that. Like even Swoozers said it was accidental in his vid. Sultan, I know for sure, he did not intend for his Kokoro to do the thing towards Princess either. Like, listen to the way he says shit.
Me? And Princess? No freaking way.
See, he didn't want that. My reaction was the exact same when I found out my feels for my friendo, but I'll get to that momentarily. What I'm saying is that some of us are victims of these malfunctiony oofs in the Kokoro, or in the heart. Accidental feelings. Sometimes it happens because we appreciate one another for being there for you too much to the point where you want to give your everything back to them and you feel like they're the only things that make you happy. And that's where I messed up. Rachel, you idiot. Being there for another is what friends are for. Well, you know what? I never had that really, so I guess I was too touched by it. I don't know. I'm still trying to... Never mind. But that silly mistake, me saying that I felt like this friend was the only thing that supplied my happiness, and that's a big triple thick no. And let me tell you, this honestly was a struggle because I was worried what Tomodachi Kun-chan-san would think of me, and deadass though, it was like one of those things, like, picture you and a friend that you get along with so well, and even be in sync sometimes, right? Chill bros. And then the random conflict, the opposition, and you end up in battle with your Kokoro because you don't want a Daisuke up B in the first place. Like, you don't want to do that to your friend. I mean, I know I have my swish and other game moves, my big guitars, and food. Although, I can confirm that my Tomodachi seems to be the only thing, well, not the only, but rather the quickest to bring me back to my regular self. Because between our convos, it's just really easy for me to forget why I'm even sad in the first place. Because, like, I use my mind for convos. We all do because we think most of the time in order to respond properly. It also helps you not come off as rude. I've had teachers who be telling the classy over the years, I, my little small, beautifully young and innocent youth kiddos of this generation of time in which we are currently living in because of your children. I, my little small, beautifully young and innocent youth kiddos of this generation of time in which we are currently living in because you're children of the world and universes. I want you to think before you act or say, so that we can be good boys and girls and be very polite to one another. And you see, guys, this exactly proves my point, because you don't want to come off as an obnoxious, interruptive dipshit. As for my guitar and other forms of entertainment, they're which I consider mindless activities, where I don't really need to think at all in order to do them. And usually when I play my guitar or eat, endless things are going on in my mind and it just races. But damn, I'm always deep in my thoughts. I don't know how many hours a day I spend thinking, and that includes overthinking, in which of course I should not do, because overthinking causes me to think even more and debate whether or not, and maybe possibly, and I hope you get the picture. So at the time when I was thinking my crush was the only supplement of my joy and stuff, guess what happened when I haven't spoken to the guy in a while? I'd be sad and I'd sleep until I received a message or a call. Or if I was hungry. It was really that bad! But I'd be checking the ringer, putting it full blast so that I can't miss any notifications. Actually, I do that in general. God forbid if I miss a text or a call from any of my parents. But yeah, of course I noticed I was sleeping more than I should, and I thought to myself, imagine I actually liked this person. Kekity kek kek lol lamau. Let me just stop acting silly. But I never did! Okay, let's get into this for realsies. How it all started. So, this is Eduardo. I've known him since last year, and me and him are real Gucci's. We always memed and joked and bullied each other and stuff. Chill and good times, fun stuff, good stuff.
Haha, you suck, loser.
Okay, at least I don't hiccup ugly, you disgusting, gross-ass little until one day, when I felt kind of bad, when we were just, going back and forth calling each other names. And then I figured, maybe I'm just too much of a nice person, and maybe it's not my thing. But I'll keep doing it anyway, because I like to do it for the XDs. But I still slightly felt bad about it. Another hint I got from me was one day I got a snap from the dude, and I figured, oh, a nice meme. I opened up Snapchat, hit that red square you see next to the name. I opened it, and it was Eduardo's face, and I basically, chucked my phone. Yikers, Chief. I was not at all expecting that. But what I really wasn't expecting, though, was that reaction from me. What the nunny even was that? So, next night, I was just thinking about him, and I was like, okay, if I really do have feels for him, then what is it? What is it? Exactly. That makes me think that. So I pulled out my phone, opened up the notes, and typed about Ed. After almost an hour later, I finally finished. Oh my gosh, I think And after that, I wasn't really 100% me anymore. And my mindset was also super unhealthy, as mentioned before. Even when talking to Ed, I was really careful with how I acted and made sure I didn't say any stupid things, but kind of failed with that. Anyway, that was like a barrier keeping me from being myself, so oof. Man, but after speaking to Ed for a little bit, I was finally ready to start my day. Anyway, I went to other friends for some help and exposed myself to him because I was at a point where I couldn't just keep it for myself, and I needed to release it on someone who maybe possibly had a way with dealing with my situation. Please help me, Chief. I got a bad case of the Daisuke's for this guy.
Don't feed into the negative thoughts, that if you confess to them, you'll lose them. A true friend is always going to care about you, regardless if they return the feelings or not. You still matter. Breathing.
Sounds a little like fine dining and breathing.
I think you should still try to confess, because he will still be your friend, even if he isn't into it. So, you should still go for it, Queen.
Meh, it's alright. It's getting better. And it really was because I was slowly dropping it and moving on. But no, because life.
So he really hit the thank you next button on you, huh?
Yeah, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And he's still your friend, right?
Yeah.
That's a yes. That's definitely a yes. Because that'll never change. Because that guy cares for you. And because that guy is thankful he met you. Because that guy knows that the bond and friendship be lit.
Yeah. Want to finally see a picture of him that you were dying to see?
Sure.
And that's where this went horribly wrong. I mean, even without mentioning a picture, I feel that Eduardo still would have gotten to the bottom of this. He's just too nosy! But in a caring way?
Swear on our friendship, it's him.
I mean, you know, he still looks pretty cute though, right? Not gonna lie, I sorta low-key maybe possibly dig...
Alright, we're settling this right now. Who do you have a crush on?
Eduardo, you see nothing. It's all dark. And that is what Zawarudo looks like without you.
That's really sweet and all, but you're avoiding my question, little chiefer.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm hiding it anymore. You were right, it's you. And then I chucked my water bottle. Oh my god, I can't believe this.
Listen, Rachel, I understand how you feel. I've been there before. I don't see you as a meme. Although I don't see you in that way, I think you're a really great and loyal person who will definitely find someone one day.
Yeah.
It's late, and I try to be here with you as long as I can. I don't want to wake anyone up. I'll call you tomorrow. Night.
So, as you can probably already tell, I wasn't okay the next consecutive days and remained dead in my bed, while Eduardo called up to check on me sometimes because he knows how hard I am on myself. And honestly speaking, who is going to feel litty after a rejection? Oh, hey Ronald, how you doing today? You know, the usual, a little rejecty-wecty. I'm feeling pretty, yeah. Anyway, 2 days later, I got a dream with Eduardo in it, and I'm afraid I cannot go in depth with it, but let's just say I woke up and my feels were poof gone. Thank you, Thoughts, for supplying me with these imaginary and fictional, but realistic-like images in my head to help me change and get over my Daisuke situation. Just happy and glad to know I can be myself again around Eduardo. Yeah, this is basically the story of how I got victimized by my own Kokoro. Also, if anyone out there confesses to you, and you're unable to return the feels back, I beg of you, please, very much be a good role model, like Eduardo, because this boy was really patient and understanding of me. Like, I don't care how awkward you feel, it's about thinking of the person who was brave enough to say their feelings to you, who now feels down because, one, you didn't accept their love, which is not your fault. I don't know your relationship or how you feel towards this person. I am just a weeboo behind the screen. Behind the screen scene. But two, they are now afraid to lose you as a friend, or to even interact with you more in the future because they're either uncomfortable or they assume you're uncomfortable. It's simple, just be their support. You really never know what they're dealing with physically or mentally. So be like Eduardo! Also, deadass though, like, I'm actually legitimately tired of hearing many stories of broken friendships just because at a failed relationship attempt. Like, honestly, it sounds just as silly as SpongeBob's reasoning.
I lost my best friend. How? When I ripped my pants.
Like, this! Sorry I've been gone so long, I miss you. I re-recorded a few parts, but too bad I'm sick, so I don't sound exactly like me. That's okay. Excuse me. I miss you. Literally, my chiefers, I read like 89% of comments. I can't say 100% because sometimes my email skips comments, but what if? Just what if I were to reply to your comments on Instagram? Yeah, if you go follow my Instagram, then yeah. Like, at least I finally know what I should post on it. I sense merch coming. And with that, I apologize for being gone so long. Again, well, on to work on private school part 2. Well, off to continue private school part 2. Much love, much daisuki. Bye. 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 Bye.